You guys, it was pouring earlier and it stopped raining, and I wanted to go to a cemetery, but I didn't want to go to Greenwood because I've been there twice. That's where Frank Sutton's buried. So I found one called Golden Hill, and I guess that's this one right here. And it's right down the street from the one Frank Sutton's in, Greenwood. Greenwood is straight ahead down there about a block, 2 blocks. But there's no sign on this cemetery. And here's the craziest part. So I'm driving along and I see this entryway here. You see the entryway where you can pull in? But then once you pull in, there's no road. Like there's no road. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the road. But I don't want to drive down there. I don't know if my car's going to get stuck somewhere or if I'm driving on graves. It's just like this little gravel area here. Right here. This little gravel area. And I see looks like there might be some tire tracks possibly along here. If you can see, like, I think people have driven in here, but I don't want to do it. But this looks like a really old cemetery. There's some stones over here by this tree. Man, these stones, I feel bad. These people, they have these. Are these cemetery stones? If they are, they're buried in the dirt. Right along here. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason for this cemetery. Like, there's stones way over there. Then this is all open. Then there's stones way over there. I don't know. I don't know why it's set up this way. And I'm not sure that anyone's taking care of it. Although, it's weird because, okay, so this grass is cut real nicely. Right here. Whoa! I just fell in a hole. But look at this. I guess they don't... Why, these stones are so old. I guess they don't take the weeds out of these areas here. I wore my gym shoes today, thank goodness. Because they're soaked already. These look like little baby stones. I wonder, some of these don't say when they were born. This one died in 1913. Burton Ramey, R-A-M-E-Y. Died in 1913. I wish I knew when they were born. There's a stone over here that doesn't look real old to me. Well, I guess it is kind of old. Ida Ferguson, 1883 to 1939. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to walk down there or not. I like to walk around here, but man, the grass is soaked from the rain we had. But the thing is, okay, so now I either got to back straight out of there into the street or drive up and do a bunch of 3-point turns like 10 times to get out of here. Unless I drive all the way to the back and see what happens. And I don't want to do that. I'm afraid I'm going to get myself in a problem that I can't get out of without 911. See, right here, that's where my car is. And there's no specified road. But it looks like people have driven down here. But they must have trucks, because I'm not going to go... I mean, I have a 4-wheel drive vehicle, but I'm not going to go down here. Nope. Of course, I wonder... I'm curious about what's back there, if there's more graves. Look at this high stone. Oh, I see. I got it. I thought it was a high stone, but it's just... Can't really read it very well. Liller. Liller? Born September 26th, 1887, I think. Died February 20th, 1919, possibly. There's dirt covering that, so I can't read it. Boy, I feel like this is a forgotten cemetery. Although somebody is definitely cutting the grass. But look, there's stones way down there. It's like there's no... Way down there. There's no, like, rhyme or reason the way this is laid out. There's no road. There's a bell over... No, is that a bell? It looks like a bell. I'm going to go over here. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like a bell anymore. You know, your eyes play tricks on you at a distance. It's just weird. I mean... Oh, there's two like that. That one's a smaller one than that one. But they're both the same layout. Just says Jace, Jas. Jackson. Born 47. Died April 12th, 1899. Emma, who's the wife, was born December 25th on Christmas, 1858. And she died April, can't read the date, maybe April 1st, 1886.
Famous ones we're at.
Oh, I don't have any idea.
Oh, well,
you scared me. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I tried to make some noise there. How you doing today?
Good.
We seen you taking pictures over here.
Yeah, I walk around cemeteries a lot.
Okay.
They interest me. I just think they're so historic. And do you live around here?
Matter of fact, I worked in the cemetery for 9 years.
Yeah.
I lived right there for most of my life.
So who takes care of this cemetery? You know, my camera's on. Do you mind?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Jamie over here, our next door neighbor, he's taking over care of this cemetery. And to be honest, between him doing other jobs, and you know, it's hard to keep up, but he manages pretty good. Me and my old man worked on this cemetery he did it for 11 years. Like I said, 9 years for myself. But 20 years ago, you couldn't walk through here like this.
Really?
It was so grown
Well, I
up.
guess it's a good job then.
Yeah,
I mean, I can see that it's been mowed.
Hey, you know, time passes. You try to keep up.
Yeah.
But that was the only field. Anyway,
so who owns this cemetery? Who's responsible for it?
Well, so it was a couple down in Florida, and then a community over around here. If I remember right, it's a church a couple streets over.
So you think they still own it?
Yeah, that group took it over. They actually pay Jamie, our neighbor, to take care of it.
Oh, I was going to say, and they don't take care of it? Okay, I got you.
No, yeah, it still gets mowed and everything. You know, these trees are, you know, those guys are cleaning up trees over there.
Yeah.
I wish I had a backhoe too.
Well, I'd like to look up this cemetery and find a grave and see if there is anybody notable buried here. But
Burt Williams, I don't know if you know the Burt Cobb Community Centers.
No, so I moved here from Chicago in January. So if it's anyone local, I probably won't know who they are.
Okay.
Is that someone local?
Yeah, he was a big figure back in the day, back in the 70s and stuff like that.
Yeah. My daughters lived down here 22 years, but in Clarksville.
And there's actually 2 cemeteries here. So, well, 3 if you include that one. So it's Green Hills.
Oh yeah, I've been to Green Hill.
And I can't ever remember in Greenwood Cemetery.
Oh, there's a Green Hill and a Greenwood?
Yeah, this is, matter of fact, you come off of Greenwood to the ferry road. This actually used to be the old ferry road back in the day. So when you come down through, and back in the 60s, there was actually a swimming pool off in this hill down in the bottom that everybody went to.
Oh, really? Wow.
You think about, back in the day, they didn't have air conditioning, right? So you went where it was cool.
Yeah,
out in the
swimming
woods and
or
stuff
down by
like
water.
That.
Yeah. So, man, your feet are gonna get soaked.
Oh no, I'm an old hobbit.
I guess so.
And if I like going to old cemeteries. They use, a yucca plant's a plant that they like to plant in cemeteries.
Yeah.
So if you are driving around and see yucca, stop at it and look. You might see a gravesite here in Tennessee.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
English ivy, if you see English ivy growing around, just, in your passing. But this is, I would say this is one of our older famous cemeteries.
Yeah, I could see that it's very old. That's what I said to myself when I first came in here. I mean, man, this is old.
And if you would look at it, and it's oldest to newest, I think we got there is something like 100 slave graves in here.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So it dates a while.
So the oldest is there and it goes around. Can I ask you something? So where my car is, are you supposed to drive down there to get out and turn around?
No, please do not drive
I was
down
going to say, it doesn't
Please
look
do.
like it, but I see tire tracks.
So for one thing, back in the day, there used to be a button factory in town, and they used to dump old shells down through here. So those old shells will eat up your poor tires.
Oh yeah,
So
no,
don't
I
drive
won't
down through there. And occasionally they have people dump back there, so you might run into a big pile of dirt back there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to, but I thought it was an odd way to set it up. Like you could get in, but the only way to turn around is either back straight out into the road or make 3-point turns.
Well, you did the right thing. You got out and started walking.
Yeah, I said, I'm not going down there. So, man, I appreciate you coming out.
Oh, yeah.
I just,
like I said, we sit, and like, I'm a fellow. I have a cemetery over by my old house where I lived, and it's all grown up, but the city takes care of it.
Yeah.
Tennessee does a lot of work on their graves, or graveyards, I should say.
I watch all the YouTube channels on cemeteries.
So, you know about Fort Campbell?
Well, I know my son-in-laws both were soldiers there.
Okay.
I know there's a cemetery in Fort Campbell.
There's 175 of them.
175 cemeteries
On
inside Fort Campbell?
On the installation.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
Used to take care of those too.
I have to go over there sometime. It's just a pain to get in there, so I don't...
Well, if you...
I don't blame them. I mean, I'm not complaining, trust me. I'd
Well,
rather
if
be
you go
safe.
If you go in the back, there's one cemetery, and you can look him up. He was I think he was an old Swedish guy. He came over here, and he was like the Johnny Appleseed of the Swedes, right? And he thought the pine tree was the most beautiful thing in the world, so he planted all kinds of pine trees here in Tennessee, and people cuss him to this day about pine. But timber is a great industry.
Yeah.
And
Pine trees are pretty, but they're so weak and so
invasive.
Yeah, exactly. I think the birds kind of plant them too.
There's only a few old maples around here, but you go back into these woods, you'll see the big oaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And you don't see any pine trees, yeah?
No. Mm-mm. But all right, I think I'm just gonna go because I've been down to Greenwood to see Frank Sutton's grave.
Yeah.
Probably everybody has been there.
Well, I'm gonna get out of your hair.
Okay, thank you. What's your name?
Walter.
Walter, I'm Flo. Nice to meet you.
Well, pleasure.
You too.
I'm glad I come by.
Me too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We'll look at just a couple and then we'll take off, guys. Oh, that scared me. Now I know, I seen a video or two that Paul did from Steel City Storm of a guy that walked up on him, and it scared me when I saw it, but to actually have it happen, I was about to jump out of my pants. Is that how you say jump out of my shoes? Jump out of something. I don't know. I was ready to jump out of something when he did that. He scared me. Ooh. But at least he was a nice guy. Gave me some information. Very old cemetery. Slaves are buried here, he said. Unfortunately, thank God that's over with. Yeah, so I'm going to take off. There's nothing big to see here, I guess, but... Oh, there are graves way, way back there. I should have come in that other road. Now, there's an actual road that leads down to those other graves in the back. I don't know if you could see. But there's an actual road that goes back there. I came in the wrong road. Alright, guys, I'm going to go. I will, I'll catch you later. Thanks for coming along with me here to see pretty much nothing. Pretty area it's in. So it belongs to the church. That's what that man told me. And the church is paying his friend to mow the lawn, I guess, to keep it up. But it's getting hard for him, so... I don't know, maybe I should take that job. I mean, if they provide me the tractor, I know how to ride a tractor. I had a tractor in Rockford to cut my grass. So, anyway, I guess I'll figure out how to get... Whoops. Sorry, guys. Man, my screen's a mess now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Anyway, I guess I'll figure out how to get out of here, and I'll catch you later.